Hey guys, my name is Jay over at Firebrand Media, and today we're talking about drone event videography. What is it, what to expect out of it, and how can a videographer and or production company like us handle that for you? So, at events, sometimes you'll want to elicit the services of drones, being that you want sky coverage or an overview shot of what's happening on the ground, be it the audience size, the main stage in a packed arena, or you might want to get some flyovers within a business center, which is kind of scary and it could violate the COI. Generally, drone event coverage at events is happening outdoors. Now, indoor event videography, which is very, very seldom, comes with a lot of red tape. You want to make sure that you're filing the right COI or a certificate of insurance and that you have a Part 107 licensed flyer with the proper permissions in place to fly in that space. For outdoor events, it's great to have that overhead capture of an event. One event that we recently did was the Form Fitness 5K, where an engineering firm puts on an annual event and has all the engineers from a local area compete in a race to support nonprofit efforts and the community of engineers overall. At this event, they had multiple vendors, different booths, food trucks, and a live stage performance and band, which was really neat to see. And it was an overall family-friendly event. This event happened at Clyde Warren Park, and we also had another one of their events happen in Houston. The cool thing about leveraging a drone for that type of event coverage is that we got to capture the overall feel and zeitgeist of that event. Being, again, it was family friendly. There were pups at the event, which was super awesome and adorable. There were people who dressed up as clans in their own teams, representing their own firms. You could see a wide variety of the crowd focusing on the stage where the band was playing. Overall, the production value it added when we captured the start line, people starting the race for the 5K, was super valuable in that it tied the event recap together. Imagine this: you get a drone's perspective of the start line where the people participating in the race, the runners, are about 3 blocks deep, right? And so when the shot is called and they hit the flags and everybody starts running, the line breaks and everybody starts just taking off. We had the drone pull back as the people were running and making their lap around the block on the trajectory that they had plotted. The same thing happened in Houston, but the support in Houston was a lot larger for some reason. We focused on the general coverage of the crowds because there were so many people there. But when the race took off, we couldn't take our cameras and run with them. I mean, it's a 5K, and sometimes we're lugging up to 15 pounds of camera equipment. So a way that we leveraged drone there, we tracked the path of the 5K where it went under a highway, and we were able to get high enough in the sky without violating FAA rules and regulations, and we were able to capture the run on the other side of the highway going around and coming back. And that was super cool to see in that recap. We talked a great deal about drone event videography, but it's important to recognize safety when working with drones. If you're working with a videographer, make sure they're Part 107 certified. If any regulations are violated, it falls on that videographer. Sure, they're working with you in contract, but ultimately their license is their validation, and that can be revoked if not treated properly. Another important point is making sure that there's a COI in place to protect the guests that are attending. There are some moments where that drone's going to fly overhead and be intercepting the points of people below it. And that's the point. We want to capture crowds, or we want to capture interaction from a bird's eye perspective. But in no way should that compromise safety. We want to be creative and we want to capture the money shot. We want to get that right look, but not at the expense of safety and the people that are participating in the event. If you have any questions about drone event videography and or want a production company or videographer from our team to come work with you in planning it, please give us a call at Firebrand Media. We'd love to help you.